for thee, not for me. California Congressman Eric Swalwell, the latest blue state Dem, spotted hanging out maskless in mandate-free Florida.
Here to react is Jimmy Failla, host of Fox Across America on Fox News Radio and Fox Nation. Okay, I want to get to this tweet because this is amazing to me. He blasted the GOP for, quote, prolonging the pandemic. He said, quote, as we end 2021 in a deadly pandemic, you should know who has prolonged it. These guys, Republican liars, your vacation canceled, your kids back to virtual learning and back to masks everywhere. For blame, look no further than these guys. Okay, so obviously, I don't think me or anyone else cares who goes to, the free state of Florida. But when you're locking down and making all these rules for these states like New York and California, and then you, in the same breath, are doing exactly what you're hammering those states for, it's like it's not only tone deaf, but it's a slap in the face.
Oh, totally. And you notice the key words in his tweet are your vacation canceled. Not his vacation, not AOC's vacation. I mean, the only thing I'll give Swalwell credit for is at least he covered his feet in the photo, unlike AOC's dirtbag boyfriend or fiance, who is totally the guy who trims his toenails next to you on the plane. That was disgusting. But this is why we have no buy-in when it comes to public health initiatives, Ashley, is none of the people pushing them are following themselves, and we all know that. And I know it's a little early in the morning, but I will say that Swalwell getting caught in Florida is still better than the time he got caught in a Chinese spy.
I was going to go there in a different way, but it underscores the overall gaslighting that this guy loves to do. I mean, Ashley read the tweet. You remember when the whole Fang, sleeping with a Chinese spy thing happened? He blamed it on Republicans. Now he's blaming all the things that he and the Democrats are doing wrong on Republicans. If there was a gaslighting Hall of Fame, Jimmy Failla, would Swalwell be its most deserving member, sort of like the Tom Brady of it?
Oh, totally. You realize now in this moment the Tom Brady of it. I don't know if he deflated any of his tweets along the way in his gaslighting, so I don't want to quite make him Tom Brady. But no, it is amazing, Todd, because that's totally what they're doing now, is they're using this as a culture war issue. They know they don't have solutions to this pandemic. Joe Biden said when he was running, anybody who presided over as many deaths as Donald Trump shouldn't be president. Well, Joe Biden has presided over more deaths than Donald Trump, despite inheriting 3 vaccines. Okay, and the problem is what they've pivoted to now is not public health, it's culture war. It's blaming the other guys. That's what they're down to now. Oh, we would have solved it. But, the other guys who aren't taking the vaccine. Well, I'm vaccinated. You're vaccinated. Vaccinated people are still getting the virus. That's the ridiculous part of this whole thing. But they don't have an answer to that. So they're just making it sound like, well, what else can you do but head down to Florida? This is embarrassing. Like, we're really living in the death of shame, man.
They're floundering right now. We got about 45 seconds left. CDC roasted for new COVID guidance after 180 whiplash from previous rules. Jimmy, as a father, what would happen if you gave your kid mixed signals like this?
Yeah, it's insane. Nobody can follow this. I'm pretty sure at this point they just retweeted the lyrics from the Hokey Pokey. You put your right leg in, you put your right leg out. Nobody's following this. You know what it reminds me of really quick, Todd? It reminds me of that old Looney Tunes episode where they're selling insurance, and you'll get $1 million if you get a black guy on the 4th of July caused by a stampede of wild elephants followed by one baby zebra. There's way too much fine print, is what I'm trying to say, CDC. And we should replace whoever's in charge of their messaging with someone who's easier to understand, like the dad from the Peanuts cartoons. Womp, womp, womp.
Right. I feel like the CDC has been about as understandable with the guidance as a Rubik's Cube throughout this whole thing, and it just keeps getting worse. Okay, Jimmy Failla, thanks so much for being with us this morning. We appreciate it.